Okay, you guys, what is up? Hold. Yo, wet you. Okay. The King of Lightning is here today to do Hunt x Hunter 2011, episode 108. Review that is 108 of Hunt x Hunter. Now, this week's episode. So first of all, yeah, the review is late. I know that. I obviously know that. But it is what it is, because the next episode is going to come out on Tuesday or Thursday. No, Tuesday, no, Wednesday. Wednesday or Tuesday. Either way. We move on. The thing here is that this week's episode, first of all, is actually dialogue heavy. The only action is at the end where he kills a bald eagle, which I believe, to my knowledge, is an endangered species, which was not a cool move. But then again, Komugi, which we find her name in the actual episode, was being attacked, and the king is getting, he's getting these feelings. He's like, wait a second, what do I want to do with her? This feeling, what is this? Now, I mean, the thing about the Komugi, how old is she? I don't think she's of legal age. So, I mean, Meruem, chill, bro. Right? Just, you're here, but, Wait, no, he was born a month ago. You know what, bro? You're in the clear, right? You're in the clear. Fly, young eagle. Soar. Ironically, right? But my thing here is that he's starting to feel a certain way. And we do know that the Chimera Ant Kings, they breed and they make more nests or shit like that. I forgot, because I remember back at the beginning of the arc, one of Kite's friends, the one with the glasses, the Asian dude, he was explaining about the whole system where the queen brings it's the queens who breed several different kings, and then it's from then on the kings can breed and make more queens, stuff like that. It's hard, but they can breed with a lot of species. They're not species bound. They can breed with whatever. But since these Chimera Ants are predominantly human based, and him having feelings for Komugi, which is kind of weird because it's the mucus and being blind and well, whatever. The thing here is that apparently he digs it. All right. Honestly, to each his own. To each his own. Fuck it. Do you. I ain't gonna stop you. Do you. Now, what I can say, though, is that in the episode, I did like the whole name concept. Especially what Poof was talking about. Now, of course, his full name being Shalapoof. But we're gonna call it Poof for short. So, Poof is Shalapoof. P2 is Neferpitou. And Youpi is Monte de Youpi. Now, what Poof was saying, when, we have the king, at that point in time, he doesn't know what his name is. But his real name, of course, is Meruem. We all know that. He is contemplating what his name is. And what Poof says, I thought was actually pretty deep. Cool, but at the same time deep. Word in which he is the king. He needs no name, but he is the king. Simply put that. Every time they say the name king in the world, they refer to him. He will be the king of all things. And those who have the title of king currently are basically they're in his way, pretty much. They have their title of kingship of being kings is false. He is the one and true only king. This guy. And what the king, or his real name again, Meruem, is responding to him is yeah, but king is a title. It's just a title, and anyone can have that title. I mean, you could be the king of cooking, you could be the king of sewing, the king of Call of Duty. You feel me? But the thing here is that the king is just a title. That's what it is. And then Youpi can't respond because his intellect only goes so far. And then Neferpitou, she says it's a feeling, emotion type of thing. Just name yourself what you feel is best. Pretty much along those lines. Excuse me. But either way, I did like what Poof was saying. Even though he's kind of in the wrong, I do like what he was saying. Because it does have a grander meaning when it comes to Meruem specifically. Why name yourself, or why have a name at all, when at the end of the day you're gonna be the king of the world. Therefore, every time people say the word king, they mean you. So I see where he's going, I really do. And I see that he fears what the end result's going to be of Meruem actually knowing what his name is. Because I think it's like a sign of weakness. You know? It's a sign of, okay, so I was the king. Like, kind of like, it's like you're bumping yourself down from like this hierarchy, like from this sub-godly status to just like a mere being, you know, like you're kind of like bringing yourself down a few pegs if you are going from being the king to having a name. I see what he's getting at. I do. I really do. So I like that part. I do. With Poof and what he was saying. Now, King, he's like, you know what? Yeah, I am the king. A brute force, and he powers up like and like purple aura, and he's looking like, yeah, because he's explaining how at first he was explaining how there are people who are better than me in certain assets. Like again, the Gungi player is better than him at Gungi, very obvious. When he killed the child, when they were on the way to the palace, he thought about how this child may have the potential to surpass him, the king, Meruem, at some point in time at a particular field, like cooking, like lowering the lawn, like taking dumps. I don't know, but either way, the thing about it is that he can remove and squash and destroy all of these potentials because he is the king of brute force, the king of might, and he has a point. I mean, power comes in many different ways. It comes in charisma, it comes in physique, it comes in social status, it comes in money, it comes in a lot of ways. But the power over life and death is quite a phenomenal power, to say the least. And he, with his almighty might, can control that power of life and death. I mean, at this point in time, no one's even coming close to stopping him. I'm just saying, you know, Chairman of Terror right now. He's powering up, so we'll see where that goes. But either way, he's gonna go and kill the Gungi player. Can't do it because again, he's feeling a certain way. He's like, well, this sensation, left testicle. Yeah. All right. Now, when it comes to going the others, it's actually very simple. I mean, basically, like they're setting up. They have one day to go. They're setting up. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Shellpoof wants to bump up. He wants to proceed faster with the selection process. So that's going to be a wrench in their plans, number one. Number two, Kilo has an off feeling because they are saying specifically that the king is going to be right here during the selection process. And Kilo's like, wait a second, is he going to be really right there? Nah, so a little bit off. And they're worried about Palm, or at least Gon really is. Like, Gon's like, where's Palm? Like, where's Palm? Palm has not contacted them in a few days. Well, I mean, Neferpitou didn't talk about Palm. She didn't. I mean, it was her end. So she didn't talk, she didn't say a word. Maybe she somehow got away. Or maybe she's dead. Don't know. Either way, we'll see how that goes. All I can say is that when we saw Palm the last time, not looking too good. Now, one last thing before I go. Komugi, her powers start to awaken, her Nen, and of course, it's Gungi related. And basically, she now has the ability to like perceive even more options when it comes to her play method in Gungi. That's simple, pretty much. And that means that she'll become even more powerful at playing the game. And that's it. So the episode overall, the animation was good. It was good animation. With the pacing, well, it was mainly exposition, but they did cover like a day or two, right? Yeah, so the pacing was kind of hard to tell, in my personal opinion, like how many days had actually passed. But because they did skip like a bunch of days, that's very obvious. But overall, the pacing, I thought it was solid. And the story progression, it's big on Meruem. It's big on him because now he's starting to question himself and his position in life. And of course, his feelings for this individual. So that's very big on him. And no one else really. Oh, and Poof too. Because Poof, I mean, his wound up being more comical at the end, but he did get some progression, more so out of Neferpitou and Youpi, where in which he's actually like really conflicted at this point in time. He really is conflicted for the well-being of the king and the future of the king. You see? Because he wants to kill the girl for the well-being of the king, but in the future it will be a permanent scar because she will be idolized as the only person that he can ever be. So it's like he's very conflicted. He's very conflicted. But it was good. Overall, I'll give it a good rating. And I'm signing out. King Lightning. Be sure to, of course, rate the video, comment, and subscribe. As always, I will see you guys later. Peace. Have a nice day.